Happy day, dear all. Welcome to my English class. In the previous class, we solved the exercises of lesson number 4, A Tale for Daisy Rabbit, page number 44 and 45. And in today's class, we are going to solve the exercises from page number 46 and 47. So we saw in the previous class about present continuous tense, the table we saw, and you were also asked to practice. So now here in page number 46, look at the words putting and slipping. If there is a short vowel sound before the consonant, then the consonant is doubled. So here putting. So consonant means we know apart from A, E, I, O, U, all the other letters are called as consonants. So here what does the sentence say? If there is a short vowel sound, so you use a vowel and it is a short vowel sound before a consonant. So in that case, what will be doing? The consonant letter, whatever is there, will be doubled. So 2 times T will be used and ing will be added. So here in case of putting, we have added extra T, and here also I is a vowel and P is a consonant. So when there is a short vowel sound before a consonant, then automatically the consonant will be doubled. So it is slipping. We do not double the consonant in the end of some verbs with a short vowel sound like cooking, pushing, rushing, etc. We drop the E at the end of the verb before adding ing. So here few words are also there, even though they are having some short vowel sound before the consonant. In such cases, it will not be doubled. So, few words like that are cooking, pushing, and rushing. In cases of some verbs, okay, the last word, that is the last vowel will be dropped, will be removed, and ing will be added. For example, have, H-A-V-E. So E is a vowel. So in this case, we will be removing E and we will be adding ing, and that makes having. So here also drive. So E is a vowel. So E will be dropped and ing will be added. So the word will become driving. So save. Here also E is a vowel which will be dropped, and instead of E, ing will be added and the verb will become saving. So these rules you should learn and you have to remember it so that you can frame proper sentences without any mistakes. So here, rearrange the words to make correct sentences. Here the words have been given and they are jumbled. They are not in order. So when such type of exercise is given to solve, first you should search for the word which is having a capital letter. So if it is having a capital letter, then it is very easily understood that it will be the beginning of the sentence. So here in this jumbled word, W-E-V is having the capital letter. And so we have got the beginning of the letter. Now what will be the ending of the letter? So you should search for a period or a full stop. Which word is having a full stop or a period? So here a picnic is having a full stop. So this word will be the last one. So how can we frame, rearrange them so that it will give us a complete meaning? We are having a picnic. So this is the correct order of the sentence. We are having a picnic. See, the sentence begins with capital W and ends with picnic with a full stop. So second one, what is the second sentence? Kindly rearrange. Yes, the baby is crawling. Next, we will move on to the third sentence. So here, children are waiting for their bus. Fourth sentence, It is raining outside. Fifth sentence, the teacher is telling a story. So whenever such type of jumbled words are given and you are asked to rearrange them and frame meaningful sentence, first and foremost thing what you will do is you will search for the word which is having a capital letter. Then it is very easily understood the sentence begins with the word which is having a capital letter. And ending of the sentence, it should have a period or a full stop, or even it can be any punctuation mark. It can be even a question mark or an exclamatory mark. So with that word, the sentence will end. Now here, look at the picture and complete the sentences. So here you can see the daisy rabbit. Okay, the thread which was tied to its tail, it is stuck with the bushes. And here, Squeak, its friend, it is helping by biting the rope. And what is here this friend doing, Mr. Rook? He is just sitting on the tree and he is watching. So we'll see here. Look, the sun dash in the bracket set, it dash in the bracket get dark. The birds dash in the bracket fly home to their nests. Daisy dash in the bracket cry. She is stuck. She cannot go home. Squeak dash in the bracket help her. He dash in the bracket cut the rope with his sharp teeth. Rook dash in the bracket watch them from the tree. Soon Daisy will be free. So now what you have to do is you should use these verbs, the correct form of the verb, and you have to fill in the blanks here. So look, the sun set. So what will be the present continuous tense form of set? And keep in mind here the consonant, it is before the consonant, there is a short vowel sound. So what will happen to the consonant here? Yes, it will be doubled. So, so what is the correct answer for this? Yes, is setting. Look, the sun is setting. It is getting dark. The birds, here birds are plural. So when it is plural, can we use is is? Correct. We are not supposed to use is, but we have to use are. The birds are flying home to their nests. Daisy is crying. She is stuck. She cannot go home. Squeak is helping her. He is cutting. So here also the vowel U. Okay, after the short vowel U, there is a consonant. So the consonant will be doubled. Cutting, cutting the rope with his sharp teeth. Rook is watching them from the tree. Soon Daisy will be free. Okay, so you should look into the sentence whether the sentence is a singular or a plural, and then you should decide whether you'll be using is or are, and what are the changes that you're supposed to do the verb, whether the consonant before a consonant, whether there is a short vowel. All these things you have to keep in your mind and use the correct tense forms and complete the sentence. Wonderful job. So with this, we have come to the end of today's session. So until next class, stay home, stay safe. Bye. Thank you.